group explained very well. We will not repeat all the information already said by them. Today, we have three parts in this presentation. The first part will be presented by Nina, comparing the classical customer journey and the AI-based customer journey with Ping An. Secondly, Marlo will present all the IP rights. And finally, we will finish with Gregory presenting a patent example. So we have said that all the industries are going for the digital transformation, and the healthcare industry is undergoing this transformation as well. And this brought significant changes in the way healthcare services are delivered to patients. So now the customers are becoming increasingly tech-savvy and are looking for more convenient and accessible ways to receive healthcare services. So the digital solution like telemedicine or online appointment scheduling and all that digital kind of solution are really answering the demand of the patient, and they are covering all this demand. So in this study case, we will explore the digital transformation in the medical customer journey made by Ping An. Next. So Ping An is a Chinese company in the fields of finance, insurance, healthcare, and technology. The company was founded in 1988.
Oh,
and
sorry.
And with assets worth over $1 trillion in 2021. And they have launched an application, Ping An Good Doctor, in 2014. The mission was to make healthcare more accessible and affordable for everyone. And we have about 2,025 million users in this application. So we can see that Ping An is committed in the innovation. As you see on the slide, we have a lot of thousands of patent applications, and it's on the top 100 PCT applicants. Next. So Nina, with you for the first part.
Yes, thank you very much, Fatan. I'm going to compare the touch points from the classical traditional going to the doctor and the new digital going to the doctor option. Can you just go to the next slide? So the classical customer journey usually starts when you try to find the right doctor or the nearest doctor or someone that you think that have a good reference, etc. But generally the patient does the research by himself. Then you need to book your appointment at the doctor. You do that by phone or if there is an online booking system. Then physically the patient needs to arrive at the doctor's office or the hospital. It will be accepted at the front desk and wait for his time of appointment. Then the nurse or the medical assistant will do standard blood pressure checkups. And then you wait for the doctor to come and make the examination, to discuss with the patient, and of course to give the adequate treatment, whether if it's some other researches that need to be done, or is it some kind of prescription, etc. Then the doctor usually gives advice that the patient needs to do a follow-up, but it's everything up to the patient. And then you go to the payment desk and you're billed for the services. Now with the digital journey of Ping An, we are the patient can use these services from the comfort of their home, of course, depending on the conditions, but it's very easy and very effective for the patient. The booking system, PINAN, is using an artificial intelligence tool to book the right doctor according to the patient condition, history, diagnosis, and symptoms, and match the best practice doctor. It's not important to be close to the patient physically, and of course we are skipping the step where the patient need to go physically to the doctor's office. Then the consultation, after the artificial intelligence tools are connected, are connecting the patient with the doctor. There is a consultation that can be done through a chat or, of course, through a video call. Automatically, the doctor can do a diagnosis of the patient's conditions and recommend a treatment option. Then automatically with the artificial intelligence tools, you can schedule a follow-up and continue to check and see if the patient is getting better, if the patient is getting the prescription medicine, how is he feeling, how are his conditions, etc. And afterwards, of course, tracking. So the patient health data and provide personal recommendation for improving their health and well-being. Next slide. Question 2.
Yes, thanks a lot, Nina. So question 2 is also mainly has mainly to do with IP and how to exclusify touch points with IP. So basically the same as with Group 1. And yeah, as we have seen from Group 1, there are indeed some possibilities to integrate IP rights here at the PingN platform. So yeah, in the next slide, yes, thank you. There we have pretty similar IP rights as the Group 1. So yeah, starting from the patent, especially for the technical parts of the platform. So maybe in the touch points, maybe in every touch point, important touch point like booking, consulting, diagnosis, follow-up, and tracking, there could be some technical parts that could be interesting for a patent protection or exclusifying by patent. So yeah, function, as we all know, of patents, blocking competitors and exclusifying especially the unique selling proposition. So for example, could be remote diagnosis devices, methods, or monitoring and tracking devices or methods, and so on and so on. And this, as you all know, creates lock-in effects of the users of the platform or the PingN app due to missing or worse alternatives out there on the market. Then trademark is also important for actually all touch points, because the real function of the trademark really sets in before the whole process. So like even in the marketing, so that we attract the users to the PingN app or platform. And yes, so functions, as we know from trademark, communication of the USP that is integrated by the patent, for example, or exclusified by the patent. And communication of USP, quality, distinction, and really establishing identification and reputation to create lock-in effects of the users due to the increased switching costs, as they then need more time for searching or comparing other platforms. Exactly. So trade secret is also a possibility, as outlined also from Group 1. Especially trade secret, could be interesting for like a touch point that's really the interaction with the database. So especially in the touch points of booking or follow-up. So there the secrecy over user data, over patients, doctors, and yes, here a big fat quote, protects the network So that is established during time. And this also creates login effect for users due to these network effects. So over time, we have a lot of patients, we have a lot of doctors or hospitals, and yeah, this creates these network effects, which we are all aware of. And then, yes, two other things: design and copyright, rather thin IP rights in this case. So yeah, of course, we could, for example, exclusify the platform design. We could also exclusify the graphical user interface. As we know, under the InfoSoc, it's possible, but yeah, it's a very thin copyright. So yeah, we really decided to not go too much into detail into this, because yeah, the other three are of much more importance here. Okay.
And then I'm just going to describe and explain this patent, the health evaluation. Okay, so this patent relates to a method on some device for evaluating the health of a user. Usually, here the method involved of data management. Let's say that it's a kind of a process patent regarding data management. The idea here is that you target a disease. You have a patient that comes because he is ill. You have an incident table that is generated from the medical data of this patient, and it compares this health from the user, from the patient, with a score, let's say an ND score, and it check regarding a predefined database if the health of the patient regarding his age is better or not regarding what it's expecting regarding the average. So yeah, as I said, the health score reflects the health condition of the user by comparing the age, what could be expected. So it enables some prediction on evaluation of the user health regarding is already well-known medical data. In a non-ping approach, as Nina explained before, the doctor has to enter the room to conduct some physical exam or test, discuss with the patient regarding, okay, what disease did you already face, or do you have some long-term disease that we have to take into account for my diagnosis? And then at the end, he makes diagnosis. Here, it's less time consuming both for the patient and both for the doctor, because the data are already provided to the doctor, so he already have quite, not a solution, but quite a pre-established diagnosis. So it's, let's say that this patent, as Marlo explained, is can lead to have a good diagnosis, and people want to say with good diagnosis, you don't want to go to the doctor and have a bad one. So it's quite patient and doctor oriented, like a value-added patent or value-added for monopoly. And that's it for us.